Hi there, everybody. Well, I did this little thing of herbs and flowers this morning, and I thought what I'd do is add to it this afternoon, making the videos, quite a bit shorter. So this was this morning's, and then what we're going to add to this are some hanging herbs at the top. So let's get into that. Hope you're all having a good day. Spring is finally sprung. Okay, so we're just going to take, I'm going to be using a round brush, and it is some number 6 Transin. And we're just going to kind of put like a little log, like a stick, I mean, not a log, a stick. Okay, we'll outline that, get that on there, up there, I mean, and then get a little water in my brush and just sort of drag that color. And then we want to drag some out. So we just have kind of a stick going on there. And then we'll make a few, like a line, like a string coming down for like 3 of them. All right, and then, oops, I didn't mean to make those quite so long. Well, all right. So we'll just kind of, and then we'll have some, well, it looks like I'm going to have to go over what I've already done, but that's okay. That will show depth. That will just give depth in the painting. All right, and then we'll come, because this is just the, what do you call them? The stems that they're all attached to. So that's what we're kind of doing here. And we'll just add some, and put some long things like this, and then we'll attach the leaves and the actual herbs to them after. Let's just get these on here like this. And that little tie things that tie them together. And then we have a bunch of, okay, so now we have that so far. First we'll do the pink ones. I'm really not sure what they are, but it's okay. And I'm going to be using the pink is my watercolor red with acrylic white into it. This is very simple. There's nothing hard about this little thing that we're doing here. All right, and then I'm just going to get a little rose color and do some little darker. You always want to have your darks and your lights. And I really hope you guys are having a good afternoon. I'm having a good day. So far, I intend to continue to have a good day. So we're going to darken a little bit of the, well, it's not quite enough. Okay, I'll get some sepia. There we go. We need to, nope, a little more. Yeah, okay. And we want to get a little darker areas along with the light areas for the stems. I'll do that. The same kind of thing over here. We'll add, like I said, the herbs into each one. That's going to have basil leaves, I think it is. So again, this is not a portrait. These are paintings. So, you don't have to spend all day on detail. So we won't. Oops, that's a little too watery. I'll just get some whites in there, and then we'll go back and get some darker. Well, I dabbed into the purple, and I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, that's all right. We'll just keep going. There we go. Okay, that's the first little group. And then the second group is a purple color. So we will, oh, I forgot to add my purple again. Well, that's okay. I just made one. All right, so now we're gonna, this is more of, supposed to be more of a purple pink. So we will get that onto the brush, and we'll do the same thing. I'll add a little of this color in there. I don't remember the color of that, but it's kind of like a cranberry. Add that into your purple, and you're going to get a nice mixture of your purple and your kind of pink. Now, right now, we are going over what I've got down here. So we're layering at the moment. I hope you're checking out some of my other tutorials. I apologize, I'm not all that good at, I don't really have a souped up camera of any kind. I have to use just my phone camera, so sometimes I get the thing screwed up. And I haven't got it, but just focus on when that happens, focus on the video, not the screw up. Okay, so then on top of that, now we're going to now go to the green. And these are more of a lighter green, so we want to add some yellow in there. I might have to go dark first because I'm layering. Yep, I will. All right, so let's just get the leaves on it first. I think I'll even go to a different green. It might show up better. And we're just gonna dab it like this. We're not gonna get into all specific kind of leaves here. They're just over the tops of that one. And we need to so there's our hanging leaves on top of hanging herbs mixed in with our regular herbs that I made down here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of area to maybe like this where it's not really dark enough. So let's put some of that in there. Just enhance this one a little bit. Well, this is Friday, folks. I hope you're going to have a good weekend. Whatever you're going to do. I'm kind of laying low right now because I had a little vacation I was on with my family for the holiday. So I've been laying low a little bit for preserving gas and so forth. I guess eventually gas will come down. There's something else, isn't it? Okay, so we've got our hanging herbs. This is cute. And then what I thought I wanted to do, I did not in the first one make a little area for like a table. So what I'm going to do is go into my burnt sienna. I always like to use burnt sienna for like a table. And a little of my sepia. And I kind of make a wash. to indicate a little table-ish area that they're sitting on. Put the wash down first. Remember, we're making a painting, so I'm not striving for any kind of perfection whatsoever. Just making a painting. This side a little lighter. Take some of the paint out. And then we might go in with a little bit of red. Kind of add that color in there a little bit. It's kind of pretty. And get some sepia for a little darker side here. Yeah. Okay, so now we have, basically they're sitting on something. What I'm going to have to do here is kind of pretend that I have a raised up little table right here, because I've got these two up here. So, and instead of them looking like they're just, you know, hanging in the air, let's pretend we have a part of the table like a, you know, like a shelf type thing. We can just put that right in there. Pretty cool. And that kind of looks like a raised part of the table. There we go. Above it. So that works out fine. Get a little bit of darker too. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we've got that one sitting there on that one. Okay, so now we have our hanging plants, and we have something that they're sitting on, which is always a good thing. And I am going to try to think of what else I'd like to add. Okay, so I think probably what we're going to do here, I don't know, my lighting got screwed up somehow. Well, I hope my lighting will be all right. I just plugged in my phone, but what I did was I went off camera for a minute and I added this little lamp. So we're gonna do a little wet on wet here. I have to get it wet first. Okay. We're gonna wet the lamp. And we're just gonna, with a few blends of my colors here, we're gonna add a lamp to this little picture. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Using this Transin round pointed brush. These brushes are awesome. Gonna get a little bit more blue color. And we're just gonna make this, you know, kind of swish it around a little bit. We're gonna add some kind of tannish color in there as well for the brass or whatever the indication might be. I thought that would be kind of cool. And outline it with this color as well. Give it an interesting touch. Okay, and we'll go back to that nice, beautiful blue that I love so much. Peruvian blue, I think is, excuse me. Allergies. I would love to wake up one day and discover that I simply just don't have them anymore. Oh, that'd be Such a miracle and such a wonderful blessing. But so far, no. But that's okay. Well, it's not okay, but that's what we deal with. So I'm just adding lights and darks areas like, we have to. I added some green into there as well. Take some of the color out a little bit there. There, we'll get some of that nice color back in there. All right, I don't want it to be too major, so that's fine. I'm going to add that there. And then we're going to outline our lamp. And I thought that would be kind of a nice touch to the whole thing. Hopefully you think the same thing. And this is kind of a yellowy kind of tan sort of lamp. So we'll do that, and we'll leave some white spaces, of course. I guess we'll add some of this, I don't know, something just made me want to do that. So we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't screw it up. I think that kind of looks pretty good. And just very lightly, you got the lines of the lamp. Some will show themselves and some won't. Yeah, I kind of like that. Gotta get some of this tan back in there. It's kind of brassy look. You can use your finger and kind of make a little thing. So yeah, there's a little lamp. That's kind of, I like that. Whoop. Of course, it helps to hold on to your brush. It's afternoon, so yeah, afternoons these days without a ton of coffee. You have to grow old gracefully, it says. Well, I'm trying. I am trying. But boy, oh boy, sometimes I look in that mirror and go, well, I know you're in there. But anyway, have to get kind of have to laugh too. Get some more of this color, and because it dries quite light, I want to keep this really pretty blue kind of decoupaged, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops. One other thing here was the little thing at the top. Yeah, that's cute. I like it. I like the lamp effect. Hope you do. And if you don't, just use your own idea, figure out what you'd like. That's sitting on the edge of depicting that it's sitting on the edge, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Some shadow under there a little bit. So yeah, that's, there's a lot of things we could do, but, I think I know what I'm going to add here. I think I'm going to, now that I have color, I'm going to add some white flowers down here. Actually add some white to that one. Like some white, like some of these white daisies have kind of come down here and fallen down, because it was on white paper, so you really wouldn't have seen it too much. But now that I have the color of the table, you know, we can see them. So we can just add a few, which is really pretty. And here I was doing what I was depicting as strawberry. So we'll go back in and put some darker red in there to kind of indicate that again. Yeah. And we can even take that color and go like this for some little flowers and petals and things that may have just fallen down onto the table from the colors of the things that we have up there. We can do that. Has some yellow in there for kind of light. And because I don't want this one to go very long, I thought that this, you know, would kind of be a cool little addition. We're just going to make like there's letters there and letters there. There really isn't, but that's what we do in painting. We make the suggestion of letters and the suggestion of a shape, sorry. And then our minds do the rest. So incredibly cool. So amazing. Okay, you know, I just think that that's you can, you know, continue to add whatever you like, however you like. Get this little green, which probably I don't even need to do, but I'm gonna do that anyway, just to okay, so I think that it looks pretty good, folks. You can do it, and hopefully you can do what you would like to do with it. And for now, I'm going to say we're done. So have a great rest of your day, folks. Bye for now.